everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another diecast restoration. Well, I hope everybody's well, and I'm looking forward to this one. It's a fairly long one, this one, and it is a Matchbox model, well, models I should say. So the first one, it was donated to me by Martin there, so thank you very much for that, Martin. And it is a Guy Warrior car transporter, and it's a Matchbox king size K8. Now the other models I've got, which are models that I bought a while ago with the intentions of doing them. Now they're all the same, and it's 5 Matchbox series number 75 Ferrari Berlinettas, and obviously I've done those to go on the car transporter. Now it's a custom paint job I've done, and well, you'll see how I've done it. I hope you like it, and I hope you enjoy the video. So before we start, I'd just like to say thank you very much to everybody, all my subscribers and everybody who comments on my videos. Thank you very much for your support, it's much appreciated. Okay, so we'll get on with this one, and as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video and see how I got on with this one. Right, this one was very kindly donated to me by Martin there. It's in pretty good nick. If we start with the cab, the pillar I think in the middle of the screen is slightly pushed in, so we'll have to slightly push it back out again. I think the cab is, yeah, the cab's pretty straight. The window unit is okay as well, I think. I think it's might have a very slight crack right up in the top there by the roof wall, according to how the light catches it, but nothing bad enough that we can't use it again, and it should clean up nice. The back mud guards we've got here, this one is bent in through being dropped, I assume. That one's okay. But the suspension on the back here, we got a piece broken off it, so we'll have to put something for that. The back ramp is slightly bent up and cracked, so we'll have to be careful with that when we try and straighten it. Now these are notorious for not holding up. I did have one of these as a kid, and I still have got the remains of it that I do want to restore as well. But I can remember when I had mine, I had it in a set, and I had it for my birthday many years ago. I wasn't that old, and I remember my mum and dad packing anemones in the kitchen, on the kitchen table after tea. That's what they used to do, you know, after Dad had milked the cows when they were doing the flowers. And I remember playing with the one I had of these. Now I only remember one car that came with it, and it was one of these. Now I bought these on eBay as a job lot. The reason being that I did have one when I was a kid as well that went with a truck like this. The one I had was orange and blue. But yeah, so I did have one of these, and it came with the set with this, but I cannot remember what the other cars were that came with the set. So I've got these four, and I will obviously be restoring those with this. What we got here, the tyres, the usual crack with the Matchbox ones. They are very loose, so I don't know, I might put a little spot of glue when I put them on each one just to hold them. I might use some of that gem tack. Okay, so that needs a little bit of straightening there as well. If you can see, it's slightly V'd, so that'll need straightening. Other than that, we're ready to go. We've got one rivet in the back of this tractor unit to get the base off. This pin, I'm not sure, we might have to get it off from in there, so we'll have to get these pins out first, or this pin, and that back one obviously, and I suppose this back one for the tailboard. Yeah, so we'll have to do that to get them apart, I think, and then maybe drill down in that pin, or maybe punch it through. It might squeeze in with the punch, I don't know, we'll have to see. Yeah, so I guess we better get the tools and get on with it. These just got a rivet at the front and a rivet at the back. Yeah, and also we'll have to grind these axles to get the wheels off. Incidentally, the wheels on this one are quite nice because they haven't faded. They've got their nice deep red shiny look to them, so I do have to be very careful getting those off. But once we've got the base off, we'll see if I do have to get these off or not. I don't know how they are connected inside. Look, I say that, get the base off, look, it's already coming off at the front. So yeah, the wheels will have to be ground off, the axles will have to be ground, but there isn't in a lot of room, to be honest. There's a little bit there, we'll have to be really, really careful. Okay, so we will get on with that. Let's get the tools. Right, let's get this apart. Now, I've been looking at these pins, and this one is just about ready to fall out anyway, so I'm going to see if I can pull him out. I don't know if he'll go all the way through. Might need a little bit more. Oh, there, it's gone. Okay, so that's that one. I'll put that in a pot. So that's this top bit off this side. Now I've got to get the pin out of this end. That equally looks pretty worn as well. So I don't know if it's enough again to pull it through. Don't think so. I might have to try and file a little bit more for that one. Try filing a little bit more. It's not going to need much. I've got the end of the file which is smooth, touching the other parts. It's quite hard to get to. It should come now. There you go. I should make sure those pins are all the same length, and they're not. So I'm going to have to watch that when I put it back together. Okay, so that's the top half off. I'm wondering if I might make some new pins out of rivet shafts and slightly bigger, because there's so much wear in that. I think that's why this tailboard always drops down on them. Okay, so this pin's going to have to come out as well. It comes out that way. I don't know how worn that is either. So I look at my little punch here. I should have taken these tyres off probably, not to lose any more of them. Okay. Right. That way. And that's gone through a bit. Is it enough? Yes. Okay, so that's another pin. Again, I better see how it compares with the other two I've got out. Okay, so that's a long one again. So that's longer than this first one I got out. Okay, so that comes out of there. So that's that piece ready. That's got a bend there. See, don't know, can straighten it. Almost there. Not quite. Not far off. Just needs a little tap, and that's pretty much it. Right, righty tighty. Now we've got to get this. Whoop, not the tyre. Now we've got to get this main pin out of here. I wonder if I can punch it through. I don't know how easy. Whether, because it's splayed out at the top, whether it will be possible to pull it out and kind of get it to pull itself in. No, that's not going to work, because I'm just going to deform the actual bottom of it, this end of it. Ideally what I want to do is, I don't want to drill anything off that. What I would like to do is kind of pinch it in, but there's not enough showing. Maybe pinch it in like this. No, there's not enough of it showing, that's the trouble. I'm going to see if I can pinch that in with the pliers so I can get that out and use that pin again. Okay, I've just punched it through with this hammer, just like this, this hammer and punch. It's gone through that bit, but not through the truck. But anyway, I can oh, knock my glasses off on the camera. I can pinch it in a bit now, so maybe enough. To get it through completely. There you go. So that's good, because like that I can use that pin again now. I'll just file it a bit, make it a bit tidier. Might just run around it with the old sandpaper. Not bad, it's nice and smooth. Right, that's okay. That's done. Right. Okay, so this we're going to have to straighten, and it's cracked there and there, so we're going to have to glue that. So we have to be careful with that. Might heat that up to straighten it, because it will snap otherwise. Okay, so this one, we've got to file this piece here to get these wheels off. So again, we'll use this file with the smooth edge. Is that enough? Possibly not. Yes, that's enough. So let's got that off. So we'll leave the wheel on that one. Now we've got the suspension piece here, which is just I've broken even more than what it was. I'll leave that in there. I've got to try and get that out of there if I can. Oh, look, my screwdriver's knackered. Oh dear, I might have to file that and all. That is using it for things I shouldn't have been using it for. Like a chisel. You know what they say, eh? Farmer's toolbox on his tractor. Hammer and a screwdriver, you've got everything there. You've got a punch, you've got a chisel, you know, you've got a drill, because you can hammer it through the metal and do that with it and make it bigger. So that's the farmer's tool, you know, toolkit on the tractor. A hammer and a screwdriver. Works wonders. So we've got a little bend down that way as well. So not too much. There you go, that's it. Right, and now this one. Okay, so we got this rivet here. I really do need to drill that out, don't I? I need to drill that out. But not too much. Not too much. That's enough. That's got it. Okay, so I'm not sure if there's anything missing off this because I've not undone one of these before. Is there anything broken off the front? I don't know. It looks like there might have been. The suspension for the front, I'm guessing. So I'm guessing that must have gone over the front wheels. So we'll have to do something about that. We might have to cut another piece. We'll put that in there. And then, oh yeah, we got this. I'll drill that out. So it's already got a crack in it there. Oh, that's gone. See, it's already got a crack in it. Must have been when it was riveted in. Okay then. That's that bit done. So we'll have to clean that up to put back in. I'll have to grind that down a little bit, that rivet there, before putting the glass back in. I'll use one of these. I know I've got a stone in here somewhere from the Dremel things. There's one there. I'll put that in the drill and use that. I think it's the best way. So I'll just do that. Oh. I'll have to pull it further out the chuck. Yeah, that's it. Job done. So it's only now to get these wheels off, which is going to be, you know, again with a file. So I'll do that off camera because you've seen me do it with the trailer. So I'll get on and do that, and then the next step will be the old caustic soda. I'll probably do that off camera because I'm putting more than one model in and I don't want to spoil any future videos. I like to leave you all guessing. That's got a slight twist in it as well, because it's not bad. Okay, so I'm going to get on with that, and then I'll see you again when it's all cleaned up, wire brushed and ready for paint, ready for the primer. Okay. Right, okay, we got these four Ferrari Berlinettas. Matchbox series number 75. Whoops. So, you know, this one's not in bad nick, this one's not in bad nick, this one's not too bad either, this one's dreadful. So what I'll do, we'll undo this one. I'll show you undoing it, and then I'll undo these off camera. What was I going to say? Oh, the tow hooks. Two of them have got well, half decent tow hooks. I don't know, I was going to do away with the tow hooks, but I might keep two and then do away with two of the tow hooks. So I have two with and two without. Okay, so I'll move these out of the way, and then let's have a look at this. I'll drill this out. This one's got quite big rivets on it. Actually might need a bigger drill bit. These are a little bit smaller than what I'm used to doing. Those of you who been watching my videos for a long time will know. I still haven't sharpened my drill bit. Well, I'll just put a slightly bigger one in. Excuse the noise in the background, that's my 3D printer that I've been playing around with. I'm not pushing hard on this because I'm very close to the end of the rivet, and I don't want to damage the base plate. So I'll just get a screwdriver, my naked screwdriver, and I might not have done quite enough. Not sure. Not quite enough, maybe. Not enough. I'm reluctant to push too hard with this. Try this big one. So yeah. It's him. It's gone. So what we got here, that's just, oh, that's nice and rusty. Anyway, that'll clean up okay. I think that's got a slightly bent axle. Now that base plate doesn't look like it was ever painted, so I'm wondering, do I just get the wheels all turning and just clean it up as it is and leave leave the wheels on it. Might be better for me. I think I might do that. Right, okay, so we've got, God knows what's gone in here. It's yucky. Been in the water, in the bath water it looks like. So we've got the interior here with the suspension on it. Now I probably won't get that off. I'll just give that a good wash in the ultrasonic cleaner, and we'll see how that comes up. Now this window unit is a bit of a mess. Now it looks like it's been melted, so I don't know what the heck has happened there. You can see it's like melted through chemical or something, and in there, I'm not sure if that'll clean up. I hope it does. So I need to try and drill that out. I'm not pushing, I'm just letting the drill do the work here, because I don't want to go through the roof. But I think that window, oh there, it's gone. That wasn't as bad as I thought. But I think the window unit is as bad as I thought. Doesn't seem to be any cracks apart from that back window and that one. I'll clean it up and see what it looks like. Okay, so basically that's all there is to it. That's the first one. I will file the tops of those rivet posts off and drill them out. They're not really any smaller than the normal, some of the normal corgi rivet posts, so that's quite good. They won't be too difficult to drill out. Okay, so that will be ready for the old caustic once I've done that. This base I won't put in the caustic, obviously it's got no paint on, so there's no point. I'll just try and polish that up. Okay, so these bits will go in the ultrasonic cleaner, the body shell in the caustic, and the base just clean up. So I'm going to undo the others now off camera, and then you know, next time you'll see all this, it'll be all cleaned up, ready for painting. Okie dokie. Right, that's all cleaned up now, out the caustic soda. I had a hell of a job to get that yellow paint off. The usual Matchbox paint don't come off with caustic soda very well at all. Had to scrape a lot. There's still a couple of remnants here and there that I couldn't get off. Anyway, mostly it's cleaned up. This, when I got it out the caustic soda, the middle bit of the windscreen came detached. I just touched it and it fell out. Same this flipping thing here, the back piece. I started to clean it with a wire brush and this piece came off in my hand, so it's very, very flimsy. I mean, I've super glued it back. I have bought on eBay 3 trailers without the tractor unit, the same as this, because I've got a couple more, like I say, of these that I want to restore, one being the old one I had when I was a kid. So I thought, well, I'll get those 3 trailers. I think it was about £9 for the 3 trailers, and they've all got the ramps and all the gubbings. So I might use a piece off one of those, I'm not sure yet. So that's that bit. This tailboard I have just straightened. I heated it up with my little chef's blowtorch and straightened that. And I've just glued the two sides where it was cracked. I don't know if I've quite got it the right angle. It's hard to tell. But anyway, that's where I'm at with that. At least it has straightened it. I might need to just tweak it a little bit more. Right, this car shell was a badly corroded one. I've had to put some filler in. It's still not 100%. I'll probably do it with etching primer. I'm not going to fill it anymore because, you know, you just can keep on and keep on. I might sand along the top to smooth that out a little bit. And then, yeah. So that's that. All the others are done. I haven't done the bases yet. But all I've got to do now is to... It's got a bit of a bubble in actually, that one. I have to file that. Yeah, I've just got to clean these with methylated spirit, and then we'll go out and put some primer on it, or on them, on all the bits. Yeah, so for this one I'm going to use some filler primer on it. Hopefully that will fill some of the imperfections that haven't filled with the filler. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll probably do them all with the filler primer. Okay, so I'm going to go out and do that now. Okay, so these are all primed there, and I'm going to go and paint the red on them. I have done an extra one here. I'm going to do that yellow. I'll do that one a different colour. I've got the lorry there, cab, and the back, and so anyway, we're going to go out and paint all that and see how it comes out. And I am going to do the lorry in red as well, because I'm going to do it as a Ferrari carrier, so it's going to go the Ferrari colours. I've just been googling it, looking up, and I didn't realise there were so many different shades of red that they did Ferraris. Anyway, I'm going to go out and do that, and then I'll come back to you when that's done. Right, okay. We have an update where I've got to so far. Now, I made some stickers. There's some other ones in there I made for my oil barrels, but I've done some Ferrari ones. Vinyl sticker paper, did them on my computer. It took me quite a while. So I've put one on each side on the base, on the bottom part of the car transporter. Same that side. Now, like I say, they're vinyl stickers, because for the colour it was easier for me to do the vinyl stickers. They look better. I've got some water slide decals. Old ones I had, CRAPAUD Transport CT. I thought I'd just put that on the bottom. Dropping it on the floor now. There's a Ferrari one on the back. The tractor unit, I've put some on the doors. I've done the silver. I've done the badge, and I've scratched the guy that's written across there. I've tried to scratch it. It's hard to see with the light when it's shining. Now I've also put jeweled headlights in. The number plate I've just painted black over that because it's actually in the casting. The batteries I've put black. So that's that bit. Now this is all that was left of the suspension that goes on here, and this peg here it did go in there, and that sort of keeps it in place, but I've printed out this piece instead on my printer. Took me ages on the what's it, Tinkercad to make it. I had a couple of goes and made a bit of a mess on the design part. I'm not very good at that yet. So anyway, I've come up with this one. It will have to be, well, the actual base will hold it in place, but it needs to be glued there because I haven't got one of these spikes pegs that goes in, and I could put a rivet through, but then it would be touching the base, so that'd be no good. So what I'm going to do is just glue it there. That'll stop it, because otherwise it's going to do that. It'll do that, it'll rock, and that'll be no good. Okay, so that's what I've come up with for that. Oh, bit of flipping hair on there. Base is done. Now on the trailer, the suspension on the back, it was just like a lot of them, it was broken off. So it was just this little square piece that was left in that hole. So what I've done, I got one of these pots and I've cut it along there. Hang on, get that out of the way, because it's curved, so there I've cut it like that, and then I made a little hole. I drilled a hole in the middle, and you can see it's sort of Y-shaped, which is ideal for the suspension. So that's what I've done to replace that. Okay, so I suppose we need to start putting it together. Now I'm a little bit worried about this piece because when I was wire brushing it, I think I told you, I can't remember, it kind of came apart in my hand, so I have glued it, super glue. Don't know if it's going to hold. I hope it's going to hold. If it doesn't, well, I'll have to get some spares off, like one of these trailers. I got those 3 trailers you saw probably in my purchases video. I got 3 trailers like this for spares. I wouldn't undo this one because, or use this one because it's a good trailer, but one of the others is all twisted, so I might, you know, if it worst comes to the worst, might have to use that. Okay, so what else have I done? We'll leave the actual Ferrari cars. We'll do this first, and then we'll go on to the cars, the Matchbox cars. Right, okie dokie. Right, okay, in my wisdom, I forgot all about the wheels. So I've had to wash them. I've put these on the base of the tractor unit. In washing them, I lost one down a plug hole in the sink, so I had to find another one. Got a few spare ones. So yeah, I'm going to put the trailer axle on now, but that's not going to be easy to pin because there's not much room. So what I need to do anyway is just press this piece into that. Hole there. That's it. And then push that axle through. There. That should go up and down. Yeah, it's quite stiff though. And which way does this go? To put my glasses, I'll put it this way. There. So I'm going to pin that over as well. Pin it on the floor on my vise. So I need my phone. I'll do that off camera this time because you saw me do it with the last restoration. Okay then, I've done that. So those are on. Right, we better glue this suspension piece on here, I suppose, next. I'll use this glue and a cocktail stick. I'll get a couple out ready. Get a couple out ready for later on. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll put some across there. Oh sorry, I'm going out of shot. That should do. Put that there, put my lid on the glue. Okay, so I hope I'm doing this in the right order. I should do. I should probably better putting it right further back. Okay, I'll leave it like that. Okay, absolute cabbage. You see what I've done? Put that in and forgotten about the windscreen. But anyway, oh, drop it. Why don't you, Nick? So anyway, what I can do is like that. It will drop in. Luckily. Says he. Famous last words. That's it. And I'll have to just put some 5-second fix down in there. That's the trouble with doing all this when you come home from work and tired. Let's see. I'll squeeze to get a bit out first. There you go. One in there. Right. I'll put quite a blob in there, so. It should stick okay. I'm going to use my big light. Make sure it's all in. Okay, yeah. Okie dokie. Well, I'll keep that on there for a little bit. I'll turn the camera off whilst I'm doing this, otherwise it'll get boring and too long. Okay, that seems to have gone off. Now, we'll put this piece on. I think what I'll do, I'll put a bit of glue in the post first before putting the base over it. I need to pull my camera back a bit. Oh dear, sounds like my missus is choking. Right, so this little tongue here fits in the little groove there. Now, I know this is going to be quite tight, so I'm going to have to hold it because my suspension is pretty thick, pretty stiff. It might be a little bit actually on the thick side. See, I'm never ready. Didn't have my tweezers ready. There you go, let's get him in. Okay, so I'm going to have to hold that down for a bit whilst the glue dries, as I say, because there's quite a bit of pressure on it. So it's best if I hold it. Okay, so that seems to be okay. The old suspension, it works alright. Yeah, that's quite nice. Right. Put that to one side for a minute. Right, okay. Let's get the next bit in. I think I'll put these on next, these arms, and hope they don't break. So they go in there like that. And I'll push the pin through, hopefully. Try and get it in the right place. Through into that one. The tailboard goes in there next, and this pin should go right through the whole lot, hopefully. 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 In there. Come on. Trying to line everything up. Get it through that one and then through that last one. Right, so she's a bit tight through this last piece, which is good. It is good because if I can get it through, there, that's gone. So that's quite tight. I don't think that will come out. I don't think that'll come out, which is a good thing. Right, okay, so that's as far as that goes. Right, next I think we better attach this piece to the tractor unit. So I've got this pin here. I've drilled a little bit further down into it. That might give me a chance to splay it out a little bit more. So we've got to pass it up through there. If I can get it in, yeah. And then up through into this one. Now what I'm going to try and do, it's not going to be easy. I might use the punch to try and flatten that out. I don't know if this is going to work, to be honest. I might end up having to put a rivet in there instead. I'm going to see. Okay. Okay, so a bit of a rethink here. What I've done, I've drilled into the pin a bit further, and I'm going to do my usual. I'm going to glue a rivet, and I've got a very tiny washer, so I'm going to glue a rivet into the pin. I think that's my easiest bet. So we'll push that through, and then I need to put some glue in there. Put the lid back on the glue. Okay, let's get this rivet in. Can't see what I'm doing, that's the trouble. Okay, that's in. Right, I'm just going to grab it underneath and push up so I get it fairly tight. Right, so I'm going to have to hold this for a bit. I know it's boring. Okay, I'll hold it and then I'll come back to you. Okay, that should be okay, hopefully. Seems okay. Right, what next? So we got the short pin that's got to go through the back, and this pin that's got to go through the front. So let's put this one through first, maybe. I wonder if it better go through the other way. There. Uh-oh! I can't see what I'm doing. That's the trouble. I'm going to have to crouch down a bit. And, excuse me. Yeah, it's quite tight, this pin. Right, that's got it through the first bit. Through the second one, there you go. And that's quite tight, so I don't think that's going to come out. I don't really want to try and pin that over, but I don't think so. I've had to push it hard to get it through, so I think it should be alright. And then there's just this last one, which you might end up having to glue rather than pin it. So it's quite tight that way. Actually, let's try it from the other way, because I know that's tight that side, so it might be alright as well to hold itself in. Oh yeah, that's gone through. That's just gone through really quick, easy, that side, so I've got to try and line it up with this side. Not the easiest of things to line up. That's what I didn't want to do. Now that's gone cockeyed now. We've come out of it. Yeah. Oh dear, it's falling out again. Let's have a look. We can get it through. Oh, it's awkward. Very awkward. You would think that one little pin would be so flipping well awkward. That's it. Okay. Right. I will put just a little spot of glue, I think, on there to hold that one. So just get my cocktail stick. Okay, I'm sorry that you can't see that much the way I've got the camera above. It's not the easiest model to do, and I've been on the pressure washer again today, so my hands are shaking. Okay, so we'll leave that dry a little bit. Actually, I'll put it up there. We'll have to put the tyres on after. Right. Okay. Right, I've just put the tyres on this side. I've done it off camera. What I've done, because you know, as per usual, the tyres are loose on the wheels, I've just put a little bit of super glue around the middle of the wheel, a little bit on the cocktail stick, round and on. So I'll do the other side. God, I don't want to scratch this because I have got a couple of little chips there through handling it, I suppose, with my ring again. Not taking my own advice again. Okay, so let's have a look here. I've got a couple of tyres which are not quite so great. That one, so I'll put that on the inside. Right. I'll just put a bit of glue around there. Just a little bit. And I'll put it that way. Right through onto the other one. Don't to go too far, that's it. Okay, so got quite a nice, put it that way. So I'll do the same with that. quite got enough on there. Don't want to put too much. I'll move it this way a little bit. Okay, so we'll get that one on there. Push him on. Lovely jubbly. I want a nice one. Put on the front. It's quite nice. Oh, put it in the wrong flaming place there. Got my glasses on, that's the trouble. My magnifying glasses, and it's not easy when you're too far away. Okay, so there's that one. And I've got a tyre too many. Oh, there you go. I must have miscounted them. Oh no, because I took a couple off that spare trailer. Because I was one short. Okay, so we'll put this one on the trailer. There we are. There you go. Oh, that's well loose, that one. Okay, we'll leave it there. Right, that's that. Just got a couple of very minute chips I need to touch up. You can hardly see them, a little bit right in that corner, that mud guard. But that's it. That's it. And I was dreading putting this one back together because I thought, ooh, we could run into all sorts of problems with it. They're not the easiest to do. Right, that'll have to go in my box of spare Matchbox tyres. Right, okay, I'm going to touch those little bits up, and then what we'll do then, we'll move on to the Ferrari cars. And I got the stuff I was waiting from Model Supplies, or the stuff I was waiting for from Model Supplies, which was the window units. I have done one. It's an extra one. It's when I was looking through my boxes, I found another one. So I had 5 of these, not 4. So I've done this one in yellow. It's got the different wheels on it. It's got the solid wheels. So I've left the hook on that one. So that's that one I've done in yellow. So that's like an extra. That's a bonus one. And one of the window units, it wasn't too bad. It's just that it has got some little cracks in the back window, but not very bad. So I thought, well, I'll use that in waiting. So like that, I've got a spare good one, a spare good window unit. Right, okay, so I'll just do this, and then, well, it'll be tomorrow for me now, but it'll be in a couple of seconds for you. I'll start on the actual Ferrari Berlinetta cars. Okie doke, catch you in a minute. Right, okay, I've got the other Ferraris ready to put together. So I'm going to do one on camera. Now these reproduction window units are not great. They're not as wide as the original ones, unfortunately. But I suppose we've got to be grateful that we can get these reproduction parts, albeit not in, not a great fit. They're not quite so wide as the originals, the actual windscreen part, as you can see. Hang on, if I can get the damn thing in. It was in, it's come out again. It's got to go in that little bit there. You got to push it in. That's it, like that. if you can see, they're not a great fit. Oh, and I've just knocked it out again. Cabbage. Oh. That's it. Right. Don't mess with it anymore. Interior with my homemade suspension. Push it in. Push it back. If I can get it back far enough, which I can't. That's it. So I'm going to try and push that hole over the rivet post. Go on. Get in there. Get in there. That's just about it. Okay, we got that in. Yep. So the base. Now I've had to put O-rings on this one for tyres because I didn't have enough original tyres, some were missing. So push that base on. That's it. Suspension works. Yep. Okay. Hang on, I'll take that base off again just to put the glue in. So we'll put the glue in one of the post holes to start with. See, I might put it in both. That's it. Try and get enough on my stick. See, there. That out of the way. Okay, let's get that base on. Use the tweezers. There she goes. Okay, we'll hold that there for a bit. I'll come back to you when I've held that for a little bit. Make sure it's dry enough. Should be okay. Yep, that's alright. So that's that one done. So I'll do the others off camera and then I'll come back to you. Right, okay then. Well, that's it. Another model done. Matchbox king size and some Matchbox ordinary size. Yeah, I've had a few problems with these. One of them, the first one I did there, I touched the bonnet with glue on my fingers and I've had to redo it. So it's a shame about that, it's taken me a bit longer. So okay, we started off with the car transporter, the guy, and the guy warrior I should say, and 4 of these Ferrari Berlinettas, and then we ended up with 5 of them, so I did the extra one yellow. Okay, so well, I hope you've enjoyed this video and enjoyed what I've done with this one. My special thanks again to Martin Dare for sending me the lorry, and I hope you like what I've done with it, Martin. Okay, well, thank you all very much for watching, and if you have enjoyed it, please join me again next time for another die-cast restoration video. And please remember, if you like what you see in this channel, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be very much appreciated. And yeah, look forward to your comments, and indeed thank you very much for all your comments on my past videos. Very much appreciated. Okay then, until next time, please take care, look after yourselves. We'll see you in the next video. Cheerio for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.